and talk a little bit about learning from games, which I guess is kind of funny on this series where I show absolutely no gameplay whatsoever, but don't take it from me. And the reason is, I guess, a lot of times when people are saying like I'm gonna learn how to be better at Dominion, they have this notion that they are going to go back and review their old games and see what happened and what didn't happen. I don't think anybody actually does this, but it's something that people say that they might do. Anyways, I mean, to some extent, I do agree with them that it would be a good thing to do because experience is the best driver of Dominion knowledge. I have it displayed right there. Just seeing stuff. You have to know that things can happen to like do them. I think this is especially true. There's kind of two things where two times when this is true. One is early on, when people are like learning how to build better decks, particularly like the transition from more treasury stuff to more action-based stuff is just like seeing that the action-based stuff can win games. I know like one of the games I experienced, I don't know, it was so many years ago, but I remember it vividly. It had a ghost ship and it had stables, and ghost ship was this really, really strong attack. It's gone now, but I was trying to make it so that I would play ghost ship every turn. I did this by getting lots and lots of ghost ships. And I was very successful in playing ghost ship every turn, but I lost horribly because my opponent got one, maybe two ghost ships. There were no villages or anything, and they got tons and tons of stables. And so it sounds silly, but in addition to being able to play ghost ship every turn because they were drawing around to them, they were also actually producing reasonable amounts of money, whereas my what was essentially a ghost ship money deck was not. And so it's like, how do you beat discard attacks? Well, you have to draw with draw. That's the way that you beat discard attacks. And like, this is something that I hadn't seen before, and I have, very, very much not made that mistake since, I don't think. This is the first, and then the second thing is kind of these micro decisions. Later on when you get better, you're not making mistakes like not buying any of the stables. Is to see outcomes when I do something. Particularly, I think this is surrounding shuffles. Just being able to like see outcomes, like maybe I should have made a better decision on this shuffle. Maybe I shouldn't have triggered it. Maybe I needed to get other stuff into it. I talk a lot about this. But these ones, I think it's really hard to like go back. Like the stables ghost ship thing, you can go back and be like, well, shoot, I screwed up. I needed to be buying stables. But this kind of decision, I think it's really hard to track back, like on a reviewed game, to be like, yeah, this was the case where, or this was the point where I made a bad decision in this game. I think that really needs to be done in real time. Like, I have this terrible turn happening. Was there something I could have done differently, to do that? And so that's going to, I think, going to be really hard to go back. But when you're experiencing in real time, you can say like, my turn sucks. Why did it suck? Was there something I could have done differently? And that's where you can kind of make these, notions of, I need to check what's going into my shuffle. I need to make sure that I'm buying enough draw for whatever, etc. And I think that one's best done in real time. Like, you don't need to go back and review games, but you can still be learning from what you did and what the outcomes were. But sometimes you do have to. I mean, outcomes aren't everything. Like, Dominion does have some variance in it, and so one of the things is when a bad turn happens. Like, was it this decision, or was it just that I had a bad turn for no reason? There's times to do that. I mean, you should probably not pause and try to rehash the entire game on your turns. Your opponent's going to go nuts, but there's time where you can kind of go like, okay, is this hand something that should have happened? Is this hand something that should not have happened? And if it should have happened and it's bad, well, that's probably a sign that you needed to learn something from that game.